Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video. Guys, one thing about most mother-in-laws and sisters-in-laws, they will have a problem with everything you do. But when it comes to the brother-in-laws, guys, shame. The majority of them, they hold space for Abu Makoti. So we see this with Uzizo. Uzizo, it's her birthday, remember? And Upola's brother, the older brother, while Uzizo was going to spill out water that she was mopping with, he calls her and he says, "Girl, I know it's your birthday." He gives her some alcohol because he knows his brother's wife or brother's girlfriend, Uti Venia's Tandela, when it comes to alcohol. And he tells her, Uti Yazini, pour this in a cup so that Umamazala angaboni ungajampisi. Shame, I just felt like that was such a nice gesture of him to do. And the fact that Uzizo can, kind of get some comfort, which not everyone here is actually a gangster. The only thing I didn't like about it is that sometimes, guys, when it comes to some things, you must be sensitive. Because I feel like if Uzizo Iapakra, whether she didn't get, the Mama Zala didn't see her drinking in this episode, but let's just say next episode the Mama Zala sees the cup, decides to smell it, and then feels disrespected. Uzizo's going to be the one in the wrong. The brother-in-law, the mother might shout at him there and there, but at the end of the day, he's a son there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying some things might seem as if the brother is doing Uzizo a favor, but if ever she gets caught, Zizo's going to forever hold that thing, or that thing will forever be upon her head that she disrespected her Mama Zala's house by drinking there. And that's why I always say, as a Makoti, you must always remember, they say guys, but always go with it with the consciousness, this is not your family. And I just think, though there are families that will love you as their own, it's just best to go in with that mentality so that you don't become too comfortable. Anyway, you're there by Tamara's situation, guys. Are you Tamaru Tweleganzima? But listen, she did say that God gave her new powers, guys. Aba Tamara stood her ground. So imagine now the family's having supper. Tamara cooked supper. It looked all nice. And then Ipileng, the 16-year-old daughter, Ama Mazala, goes on to say, but Tamara, the lunch that you gave me this morning had pork, and I don't eat pork. Imagine. And that time Tamara had asked her, what do you want for lunch? She didn't say anything. Tamara goes on to say, bokela ndithi bendingazimna ondilibel awuyidli pork. But anyway, I did want to give you money for spending and you said no. And she's like, but I'm just telling you and whatnot. And that time when she's telling Tamara she's having attitude, Tamara puts her in a place and she's like, listen, Yamako. Oh, Ala, I have a daughter who's your age, and she knows how to make lunch for herself and her other sibling. I'm not here to cotiza for you. I'm here to cotiza for my Mama Zala. I only have one mother-in-law. Because that girl who Ipileng, it's like she's demanding and whatnot. I'm just like, girl, please, bye. You should have just kept quiet. You should have just brought the lunch back and said, tomorrow, by the way, I didn't eat the lunch because I don't eat pork. And I know you must have forgotten. Not that attitude that she brought them. I get Ipileng eventually keeps quiet. Then Tamara decides to address the screaming Gama Mazala. Because the situation is the first day Tamara got there, guys. Looks like this family, they got intoxicated. Tamara drank. This family, guys, is Diamarkarnabo. Tamara, how is she drinking alcohol as Okotiza? Anyway, it seemed like the uncle, Tamara, the mother-in-law, they were all drunk. And then Unokuzanukok came and checked up on Tamara to check if Tamara's fine. When he gets there, Ukoketwa decides he wants to sleep over there. Now the mother is uncomfortable. She's like, no, in this 21 days, you're not even supposed to sleep here. I'm even uncomfortable with the two of you coming to sleep in the same house. Obviously alluding to the fact that these people are going to want to have, snacks. They're going to want to have and do the deed in my house, underneath my roof. Oh, hell no. So anyway, Tamara's now addressing the fact that, Yobuti, I feel like you shouldn't have screamed at my man. Hey, Tamara's standing up for her man. Mama, She's like, you shouldn't have screamed at my man. I didn't appreciate that. And then the mamazala's like, no, what? Utamara's like, I song that's why you are even raising your voice. I'm just like, Tamara is so bold to tell her mother-in-law that you were also drunk. We were all drunk here. While Tamara's busy talking with mamazala, why can the daughters decide to ngena the conversation? Yo, guys, those daughters bang borile. And then Tamara tells Ipilem, oh, Kala wena, I'm not your age. I'm not your age. You're a 16-year-old child. You are a child. So please just shut up. In fact, just take this pork sandwich and eat it. Maybe you'll get tonsils and you will learn to shut up. Yo, guys, I was so bored. Yes, the mother did try and address it and she said she doesn't like how the daughters speak to Utamara. But I kind of feel like they take it from her because she talks about Tamara to the daughters. So how does she expect the daughters to behave towards Tamara? And she belittles Tamara. Not only that, sometimes she even speaks rudely to Utamara in front of the daughters. So how is she expecting a different type of attitude coming from the daughters? I was just like, this whole family. And I just have this thing in Gati, even in that family, man. Because even the way the other daughter, the older one, speaks about Ukoketo, I'm just like, Ukoketo ingatabam shonipi lapa, even as a brother. This whole family in J is Diamakar. Utamara, I guess she's not there for it. She's like, listen, where I need to stand up for myself, I will stand up for myself. And I'm glad she puts Ipileng in a place because listen, who does Ipileng think she is to be coming to speak to Tamara like that? Tamara's not there for her. I get fine. Pindile is there at her mamazala's house, busy cooking. Cooking will 7:30. That time at 8 o'clock, lights are going, you guys. Mamazala comes back from work and she's like, Aibo, like, why are you cooking at this time when load shedding is about to happen? So Pindile says, no, ndo kazela mamba, what happened at my day? Fine, they go and sit down. When they're sitting down, now they address it, they bring, I don't even know why they decided to address certain issues in the night. But anyway, Upindile says there's something I want to speak to you about. I didn't like the fact, the way you spoke about me in front of my family. You only have seen me twice and you're already speaking like that about me. Now aunt is not even listening. She's been defensive. So Andiswa is the girl who's left in the house to basically look over Upindile. Andiswa comes back and she's like, Aibo, aunt, when yakindota EP ngobe yakindota, like to say, but you wanna tell Upindile that she's a divorcee, she has 3 children and whatnot. Don't tell Pindile about the ex. The ex is no longer here. Pindile is the girl that's here now, that's featured now. Wena that's busy talking about that. Have you ever been married? Where's Where's your man? Who told you, who put you in line that you wanna come and put someone else's child out in line so rudely? Yeah, guys, everyone on Twitter is just like, listen, Andisa is the girl she thinks she is. Abanga auntie. I'm sure she was so embarrassed because the first episode she did say, but she trusts Andisa, but Andisa's going to do the things that need to be done. So I kind of feel like maybe auntie has been hard on Andiswa before because Andiswa, she just came, she was not even there part of that conversation. She just went to the kitchen, came in, wangeni ndaba za auntie no Pindile, which I do kind of think it was just inappropriate for her to do. I know a lot of people like, yes, Andiswa put auntie in a place and aunt Usile, and indeed, but I just feel like for Andiswa, that's not going to put a good light on her. So for instance, if she has in-laws that Andiswa has in-laws that are going to watch that, they probably going to think if she can disrespect her aunt like that on TV, she's probably not going to be a worthy enough Makoti. So I feel like she should have sat down no auntie and told auntie, listen auntie, I feel like you're being hard on Upindile and whatnot, but the tone she used, I just kind of feel like, yes, I'm happy about it, but I'm just like, it doesn't reflect her in a good light. Yeah. So as Angie was busy telling auntie all of that, Ulokuzana Pindile decides to get up and she's like, okay, auntie mandio pagel. Auntie so decides to say, pagel na mapela wake, like dish up those cockroaches for her as well. I was just like the shade. Guys, yeah. That time auntie, the next day she's saying ba mabu vaswa mabonde, they must wash worlds. I'm like, I broke to auntie all this time. Why hasn't she been washing her walls? Why is the house even full of cockroaches? So she's busy, she's quick to tell a person ba banambego, but she can't even keep her house intact. You're high ngeke. Then anyway, we see Utemba, guys, with his side chick or his girlfriend in his room, in the very same room. Bridget, they are busy there on the bed, busy lovey-dovey. Then ulokuzana uGelige uSindi, her name is uSindi. She's telling Utemba, yo, you're so scarce. My dad is asking about you, ba, why you so scared? Utemba goes on to say, bye, Bridget, these days she's like a psychoniana. She's always like keeping tabs on me. I'm just like, this guy has a nerve, you know? But anyway, Usindi, she goes to explain that she lost everything. So Usindi is like those daddy's girls. Her father and her family used to do everything for her. But when they found out Uguchi she's dating a guy who wants to make her second wife, they said, ba, okay, Ntombi, and did you old enough to even decide that you want to be someone's second wife? We are taking away all the privileges, all the allowances, and you will maintain yourself. So she lost everything for Utemba, you guys. A guy ohlala P a back room. Anyway, Ugel Usindi is cute. She is cute, guys. She does look like a girl who's understanding. Utemba takes her out to have a conversation with her to say, ba, I want to make you my second wife. Ugel doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Maybe Utembi ambeja or something like that. But listen, people were not happy about that. They were like, listen, why is Utemba coming to show us a side chick, whereas Uprijit, Upizriak, or Tiza, that side, like take Utemba off our screens. And I think it comes back to one of the reviews that I did of the show, which was that Utemba looks like he's here to promote his brand, his personal brand, or for fame, because it's giving that, because there's no absolute reason why he would be doing something like that. While Utemba's busy there in the site, Bridget decides to open up to Mama Zalawake and says, listen, Utemba, I thought he was really ready to become a husband, but listen, while I was sweeping his room, Utemba has a room by the house. She found panties underneath the bed, and she told Temba that, Aibo, this is not my panties. Utemba decided to turn the whole thing. It was like, Aibo, Bridget, these are your panties underneath the bed. So Bridget is like, I don't see this guy. I don't think he's ready and whatnot. The Mamazala shame. I like that Mamazala. She seems a bit strict, but listen, I think she's fame. The Mamazala opens up and says, "Bye, hey, Temba maybe thinks ukuthi you are me, because mina ngabegezela girl. While I was 3 months pregnant, Temba's father impregnated another woman. So they've got children, her and that other lady have children who are 3 months apart." She was saying about Temba's father used to give her hell. And then Bridget asked her, why did you decide to stay? She goes on to explain by the era she grew up in, they were taught to be a woman mele abegezele. And Bridget is like, hey, Mina, I don't think I can do that, but anyway, please, kind of speak to him or something like that. I'm just like, Bridget naye, this Mamazala is so nice, and I kind of feel like Bridget can learn so much from her. But what's the point of learning so much from a Mamazala, whereas the son is just not showing signs? It's red flags left, right, and center, and when you are still there, for what? Guys, Bridget, Temba, in fact, is the type of guys that's going to end up making Bridget look as if she's crazy. Because already in the previous episode, was she not scheming with her sister that she's going to create a fake Facebook account and act like a girl and flirt with Temba and then have screenshot? Like, already she's PA, she's doing snacks things. So Ugelige, she must introspect herself before she does worse things, because Utemba, I don't see him changing anytime soon. Anyway, guys, let's park it right there, because that's where the episode ends. You tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys on the next one.